Some celebs pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. For now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.
Yes, my peoples, man, big up yourself, man. Big up the whole metric community. Make sure you lot are smashing the likes, my peoples. Come on, man, like, subscribe. You know the whole shebang. We're always here for you lot, regardless. Let's get straight into it, man. Harry Kane, you know the boy Ben Jacobs just came out and, as he does. I wasn't gonna bring you lot the video, but I thought there's no point. You've probably seen it already or whatnot, or we'll get into it. You get it? So I'm gonna give you lot the quotes. You lot can go and see the video if you want. It's on the United stand. So we'll just get into the quotes alone. You get it? So yeah, man, my peoples, man. Make sure you lot smash the likes, and we're getting straight into it. Where's this? Where are we gonna start? So we've got loads of news that's come out. Players, some Harry Kane, midfielders. We've got a new signing. We've got stuff about Lamans, etc. Let me start here. Hold on. Bam. Look at this, guys. So let me share my screen. Let's see what's going to happen. So cool. We've got this new guy now. We've signed this new kid. Yeah. This is, remember, you know what this reminds me of, guys? This reminds me of Caicedo. Not that the way he plays or nothing. Not him as the player. The way we signed him was the exact same way. The same MUFC kept going mad. Yeah, we're about to sign this guy. And then bam, it just ended up to be true. But we ended up messing up with Caicedo. So we've ended up signing this new kid anyway. What's his name? Orozco. Cristian Orozco. He's 17 years old. He's Colombian. He's a DM. Do you understand? He plays for a team in Colombia and he's joining once he's 18. As soon as he becomes 18, he's got a pre-contract agreement in place with Man United, expected to join once he is 18. So he doesn't join yet. We're not going to see him straight away. People thinking he signed, oh, he's coming tomorrow. No, 18 years old. When he becomes 18, by the end of the season, he's going to join. He might come into the first team. He might go to the young boys. Who knows? Orozco is a defensive midfielder with maturity well beyond his years. He reads the game intelligently, often stepping into passing lanes and breaking up play before opponents can build momentum. Comfortable receiving the ball in tight spaces. He opens up play with composed distribution and looks to shift tempo rather than just play it safe. He has a good sense of positioning, works hard without the ball, and doesn't shy away from the physical side when needed. Although he's still developing his leadership as a captain. Remember, this shoots a captain for his team. For his country, Colombia, he is the captain of the under-17s. And he captained them to reach the finals of the South American Championship, which they obviously lost, or they would have said champions. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, big up him, man. We've signed him. We'll see what he brings. You know what Ineos is on, Vivel. They're doing all these smart little signings for the young boys to come in for a few years, or they'll put them straight in the first team. I don't think Obi, Chido, or Heaven would have came straight into the first team. No way. And they ended up coming into it. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens with the shoot. I hope he turns out to be an success, man. Trust me. Because this is, a lot of people don't want to be like Brighton, but everyone wants to buy Brighton players. So this could end up saving us a lot of money, bro, if we end up just going for the shoot. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But that's a very, very smart signing from them, man. Ineos, the whole little scouting. Our scouting has been on it from the beginning. Do you know what I'm saying? And then now we got Vivel that's coming as well. You know, he's on his job. And he's been scouting these little gems. Do you know what I mean? The Sekou Kones and that. We got the boy Harry Kane. I'll take this one and I'll get a few of the comments and I'll get back into it. Ben Jacobs has basically been asked, yo, is there any truth to this Harry Kane stuff? All these links, because there's links coming out of nowhere talking about Harry Kane's got a secret release clause. How can your release clause be secret if anyone knows about it? But anyways, he goes, I think there is. I'm not going to get anyone too excited so early. So, boy, I don't know what he's talking about, bro, but he's saying he thinks there's something in this Harry Kane stuff. And I think he did talk about it a bit more in thorough. So let me see if I can get that for you, where he actually breaks it down a bit more. But yeah, bro, like he's saying there's something in it. And this is Ben Jacobs saying this. I'm not going to get anyone too excited. I swear he said some more to it, though. Did he not talk about it a bit more? United. So yeah, bro, Harry Kane, he's 32. I can't even see us signing him for 50 million, but you never know, innit? We can end up signing him for a bit less or something. 32 though. Ben Jacobs, and if there's anything in the Harry Kane links to Man United, I think there is. I'm not going to get anyone too excited so early. Kane has this release clause that was kept secret. It's a 65 million, to my knowledge. After the World Cup, there's a realistic chance that Kane returns. I'm told Kane, when he moved to Bayern, had this idea that he would come back after Bayern at some point. So would he not just go back to Tottenham then? Tottenham need a striker. Richarlison's not cutting it. And Solanke, come on. These guys are not the guys. So would he not just go back to Tottenham then? Do you know what I'm saying? Why is he saying he thinks there's something in for us? But then he's saying, I don't want to talk too early. So who knows, man? It's a weird one, man. But all day, Harry Kane, man, will take Harry Kane at United. Do you know what I mean? The way we play as well, you don't really need to press that much as a striker. You don't really need to sit down and press on a madness. So he'll work. But I don't know if they'll feed him. That's the problem. Because look at what we've been doing recently. I know it's early days and we're so not used to playing with proper number 9 that we don't play with number 9s, basically. But now we've got Sesko. You've been seeing they're not putting the ball in the box. Ahmad's trying to do 100 skills when he could just pull it in the box. Dorgu will get in a good position. He won't pull it in the box. Yeah, against Chelsea, done it 1-2 times, but in general. So hopefully we can start playing to their strength. And imagine having Kane and Sesko to pick from. That's what we need to start doing. I've been telling you this, man. We need to have proper depth, man. Like Man City and all these teams where they've got proper depth. Do you understand? They can play anyone. Kane can get injured and play Sesko. Sesko can get injured and Obi Chido's on the bench. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, we've got depth. Xerxes there as well. Like, it can't just be a thing where we're sitting there every minute and we can only rely on our first 11. If our first 11 gets injured, we're finished. That can't be Man United, man. Look at all these other teams. Maz is set to be out. Yeah, I see that one there. Mazraoui might be injured again. He's not training with the team. I don't know what's going on with Mazraoui, but he might be injured, which is not a good look because obviously, come on, man. Like, Mazraoui's a baller and he played good as well against Fink. You just saw when he came back against Chelsea, like how good he is. So I don't know what's going on with him because before he wasn't even like getting injured like that. He was injured a lot at Bayern. At Bayern, he was injured all the time. And then he come to United, he barely got injured. And then now, it seems like he just keeps getting injured. Any little knock, he just gets injured. But he's not training. Yeah, no training for Mazraoui. This is what it got said here. Look, Mazraoui not visible in training, images, or footage. So Sam Maffa was drafted into training. Maffa is predominantly a winger, so a logical replacement for Mazraoui in a 3-4-2-1 training games. I'm likely to update on Mazraoui's fitness tomorrow, obviously when he does the press conference. But listen, I think we'll just play Dalot. We could play Dalot there. So I think he's just coming to train, just in case to be on the bench probably. But I don't think he will start this Maffa guy. We can play Dorgu on the right, Ahmad on the right. You could play Dalot. Dalot's back now. I know he might not be match fit, but you've got Diego Leon that can come and play left back. Or Diego Leon that can come play left back. Or you could play Dorgu on the left and then Ahmad on the right. It don't really make a difference. So I don't think it's a thing where you need to bring in one of these young boys. And I think Amrin knows right now this is a serious time where he needs a win. He needs to win against Brentford. Like, to build our momentum after the Chelsea game and to get your first 2 wins in a row and just to go into the international break on some good numbers. Do you know what I'm saying? Because right now we're like, what are we, 3 points off second or something like that? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you win against Brentford and Sunderland, bro, we're looking at a whole different scale right now. So, yeah, man. So that's the situation with Mazraoui. Love for that, Charlie. Appreciate it. But he looks to be out, man. And Mazraoui's my guy, man. I really like Mazraoui as well, man. I really like it. I want Anderson or Wharton or maybe both. Baleba can go to Liverpool. I'll show you the stuff about Baleba. I sold it a bit on the last stream as well. His agents are happy. Are very happy with Anfield. I don't know what's going on there. Yo, Metch, 21st. What's good, bro? I hope you're good. Metric community, big up yourself. Like and subscribe, my peoples, man. Smash them likes. So happy Sesko can get some experience from Kane. Yeah, if that happens, that's what I'm saying. Imagine having Sesko and Kane together, and like Sesko can watch him. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? Sesko can proper watch Kane. Like, that's how we need to have it. Aguero, and they've always had man over there. Do you know what I'm saying? We're the only team. Our first 11 is our main 11, and that's it. If people start coming out of that 11, we're like, oh, we're rubbish, man. We're back to look at our team. Man City whoever they play, no one complains. They didn't play Foden for about 5 games. No one would even know. They got so much quality. That's what we need to be on. Quality left, right, and centre. What Kane, we know Kane's a striker, but if he doesn't play, Sesko can strike as well. Ooh, is what it is. We're not bothered. And that's what Ruben had at Sporting. He had Gyökeres. He takes off Gyökeres, he puts on Conrad Harder, and he still scores goals. That's what we need. We can't just make it drop off. This is so good. Board finally doing some things right. I feel Tottenham will match our bid. That's what I was thinking, 21st, man. I was saying, why won't Tottenham just go for him? They got Solanke and Richarlison, who are both not really killing it. Richarlison might go to Saudi, and then Solanke's just Solanke, bro. Like, I don't think they believe in him like that. Even when he wasn't, I think he's injured now, but even when he wasn't injured, Thomas Frank weren't even believing in him anyway. You don't rate him. Generally not excited by people signing, people hype any player we sign. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I just said, I think it's like a Caicedo saga. That's what it was. It was the saga because that same MUFC, he broke the news. Look at this. The South American journalists keep saying that we're going to sign this Caicedo guy, and then we didn't sign him, and then Brighton did. But we was in for him. So that's what I'm saying. But you never know, though, man. This is how it starts, though, innit? They always start off like this on their little comps. They don't look nothing flashy. And then they come over here, and then you give them like a few months, they hit the ground running, man. But this is how it starts. So hopefully, bruv. Do you understand? Everyone wants to see us. No one even said nothing about a price. Man's talking about pre-contract. So what? We signed them on a free. I don't even understand. I swear it said pre-contract agreement. So we might have signed that geezer on a free because no one ain't said no price, bro. I ain't seen nothing. Ben Jacobs and all these guys have come out. No one ain't said anything. Pre-contract agreement in place. So we've signed him on a free then when he turns 18. Surely we give them something, though. I don't know, man. But this is what I'm saying. Imagine this guy ends up being the next best thing. But we could have left him. He goes to Brighton and then he's 150 million now or 120 million because he's in Brighton. So you just never know. You could take the chance anyway. Either way, you're going to double your money anyway. Even if he's not all that, you give it 2 years, he's going to be worth at least a 20, 30 million minimum anyway. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, look at what we've done with Aiden Heaven. Aiden Heaven, we got him for 1 million. Even if we don't want him, we want to sell him. Aiden Heaven goes for minimum 15 million. Minimum. That's just being nice, saying 15. Minimum. So you just double your money anyway. It's a flip. This guy actually can be the next Caicedo. He's talented. I see his little comps. His comps do look good. But I just say take it with a pinch of salt for now. I always tell everyone to be easy. I don't like to gas the one up too much. I think this is one of the players Wilcox just sells for 15 million. Kone will be one to play for first team regularly. I don't know about that, man. I think they're actually doing smart signings to get these guys to build up. But I get what you're saying, though. We could end up just getting them and selling them, and then they count as pure profit, man, because they're academy. Do you know what I mean? So we could be that. But I reckon they give them a chance, though. They give them a chance. Does he fit? Does he not? Sell him on. And then next. We keep going. It was Vivell. Yeah, Vivell got him. There's Vivell signing. That's what he does. Doesn't matter who got him. If you've seen Wilcox work at City, this is what they do. Big up Mets. Big up yourself, AP. Watch out, though. They might be selling our Bright Academy talent. Just hope it's Scallon, because it's looking like it might happen. Worst case, Dorgu can play there. Yeah, Dorgu can play right back. That's what I'm saying. Move Mbumo to the left. You're mad. I didn't even, it just hit my eye when I was coming off it. Like, Mbumo, what's that about Mbumo? Mbumo on the left back and waste him like that. No way. No way. That's crazy. I wouldn't put Mbumo there. We have Dorgu over there, left back. Right back, you just play Ahmad, bruv. Just go with Ahmad. It's Brentford anyway. This is not a team where you've got to be defensive anyway. Ruben. You know what I'm trying to say? I get he does that against Arsenal and that. He doesn't need to do this against Brentford, bro. So that's the Harry Kane links, man. We'll see what happens with this, man. Harry Kane might be happening. Who knows? It could be a January thing. It could be a release clause. You go there and get it in the end of the year. Who knows? But I wouldn't mind Harry Kane for about 2-3 years. Do you understand? Settle the ship, get us some goals, get us in Champions League, and then it is what it is. But he's a baller, and he's a man who can go on to play. You don't know how long his longevity is, because he don't seem like he's declining, bro. Some men start declining and they're not scoring as much. He isn't declining. He still bags goals left, right, and centre. Scored 2 goals against Chelsea the other day. Different. And then we got Ruben Amrin. Look at me. Ruben Neves. Keep an eye on what's going on with me today? Opportunist signings. I need to calm down. 6 months out from a World Cup that want to make a step up or in some places return back. Ruben Neves, for example, is one to watch. He's a little bit older, so it'll be more of a short term. I think there's concrete possibility that Neves will leave Al Hilal. But listen, let me tell you the only thing about players like Neves. Not even players like Neves, players from the Saudi Pro League. They're getting so much money over there. For them to come and drop their wage to something that fits the Premier League wage is crazy sometimes. It doesn't make no sense for them. I've not seen one player leave the Saudi League and come back to the Premier League. Can you not tell me one? That's left the Saudi League and came back to the Premier League and half these wages or something. I don't know one player. I've seen John Duran leave and go on loan to Fenerbahce from Al Nassr, but Fenerbahce's paying his whole wage, 310k every week. Paying his whole wage. I've not seen no one else. So unless he says, yeah, you know what? I'm on 350, no tax. I want to be getting 180, 190 taxed. I can't see it happening, mate. I'll be real with you, though. I can't see it. I've not seen one player. If you lot can find a player or something, please let me know. That's left. And Henderson. Yeah, that's the only guy. Henderson. But Henderson went Ajax. So he already dropped these things. Do you see what I'm trying to say, Charlie? Henderson left and went to Ajax. So he already dropped his wage to get to Ajax. And then now he's ended back up in the Prem as a free agent as well. Free agent. Or whatever it was. I swear they didn't pay. Did they pay? Or was he a free agent? I think they dropped, didn't they? I think it was a free agent. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Who's come from Saudi straight to the Prem? It doesn't happen. Once you go Saudi, the money's too good. There's no point. No one is even going to try because it's not even going to make no sense. So that's what I mean. I don't think I've seen any player do it. So I don't think this happens. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think this happens, to be honest with you. That's just my opinion, though. Then we get into Lamens, and he says, I think Ruben Amrin is pushing for a #1 goalkeeper, but he's got Sene Lamens to test out first. And what he's basically saying is that he wants Lamens is there. They think he's going to be the #1. Like, they want him to be the #1. But if he starts showing that he's not ready yet by January, then all right, cool. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go and get someone else, and then you can be the second in command. Because they was planning on getting Lamens anyway. Remember, with Onana staying. If Trabzon Spur never came, Onana would have still been here. So Lamens has always been the plan to get anyway. So their thing is, if he's ready now, even better. If he's not fully ready, exactly what we're probably going to do with Kane is get 2 strikers that can get 2 players in every position. One proven, one that needs to take time in every position. Sesko takes time, Kane's proven. Lamens takes time, maybe Magic Mike, he's proven. See what I'm trying to say? That's what they're trying to do. Bruno, Mainu, Ugarte with probably someone else next season, like Baleba, whoever, like, get someone in every position that can do something and get someone that's like their understudy. So in the ideal world, if Lamens commands the #1 spot, I think there's a real chance in 2026 that Onana goes permanently, that Bayern leaves, and either way, you need another goalkeeper. That's what I was thinking anyway. When we were linked with Magic Mike, I was saying, bro, Onana's probably going to leave, Bayern is going to leave, so either way, we're going to go for another goalkeeper anyway. This has nothing to do with Lamens. It's just having 2 goalkeepers. Exactly what Man City's done. They've bought Trafford, and then now they've got Donnarumma. And they've still got Ortega. And Ortega's good as well. But he's literally, they're not even looking at him. So that's just what we're on. We're just trying to shore it up, basically. If he doesn't want to go, no problem. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Onana or Bayern, etc. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see. But Lamens, in the ideal world, they want to see what he's on by January. They want to see, this guy's serious. If he's serious and he's commanding the number one, then they're still going to go for another goalkeeper because they don't trust Bayern there to an extent. But it'll be what caliber goalkeeper. If Lamens ain't ready, we go for a Magnan or someone serious that can be the number one, and then Lamens takes his time to become the number one. If Lamens is ready, we could go for someone like the same caliber as Lamens or a bit calm, someone that's cool with being the number two. But I think they're done with Bayern there. It's a myth. They know he's not the guy. It's a myth. That's why he's saying if Bayern there leaves, either way, you need another goalkeeper. Onana's going anyway, regardless. You understand? He's got an assist the other day. They're rating him over there in Turkey. He might end up staying, for real. So we'll see what happens, man, with that one, man. But big up the boy Lamens. I think he needs to start starting, man. Obviously, I told you that already. Ruben, he doesn't shore people up, man. He doesn't put you straight in the fire line. He gives you a bit of time. So hopefully it's Brentford now. City and Chelsea, I get it. But then again, Bayern there is doing all these balls over the top, and what we got Sanchez sent off for. He's doing all of that distribution that's causing some problems. So maybe Ruben keeps him in for that for now. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But either way, another goalkeeper comes in next season. So I reckon Bayern there is the one that goes. Onana goes. 2 go, 2 in. And then we've just got 2 good keepers now. Remember, we had 2 rubbish keepers. So to have 2 rubbish... And Tom Heaton's leaving as well, by the way. So 2 rubbish keepers and just switch them with 2 good keepers, and then it is where it's from there. Fight it out type of thing. So that's what I think it is with Lamens. And that we're going to see what happens with that one. Let me get a few of these and then I'll get back into it. Lamens needs to get time. Big up. Big up. Why not drop Ahmad and give him competition for the right side with Mbumo? Why not drop Ahmad and give him competition for the right side with Mbumo? Yeah, but who goes right wing back then? Dallow's not fully fit. Mazraoui's injured, or he's not training. So what happens then? Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's just for now. You've got to look at it. 65 million release clause. Yeah, that's for Harry Kane, and that's in euros as well. So that might be like 50 something. But I think that's too much for a 32-year-old. I know he bags goals, but bro, you must 40 million or something, 45. But come on, we're literally going to get him for 3 years. That's all we're going to bank on. Him being 35 and still banging. Come on, bro, man. 55 million is a bump. I heard about Neves. He does work well with Bruno at Portugal. Yeah, Neves is a powerhouse, man. Definitely. I think he came back on the free. That's what I'm saying. Ajax took him thing. Ajax let him go for free. So that's what I'm saying. No one that goes Saudi, this is what I'm talking about for those that don't know. It's this Ruben Neves stuff. I've not seen one player go to Saudi, get that money tax-free from Saudi, and then come back to the Prem from Saudi. It's never happened that I've seen. Someone's bought them from Saudi and then they've come to the Prem. The only player that was close with that, is that Gabri Vega? Is it Gabri Vega? Nah, he went to the Saudi, sorry. I went mad. I don't think there's anyone that's done it. I think every single person that's gone to Saudi has just said, this is it. And then from there, they end up going to the Turkish League or wherever, St. Maximum and all of that. Like, they end up moving around there, like doing a little movement, but they don't come to the Prem. Do you understand? Because the wages are too high already. You've gone there, you've gone from 100K to 300K in Saudi, and now you want to come back. It's hard for you to drop your money, and especially when it's taxed. You're getting taxed now. Over there, it's tax-free. Now you're getting taxed. You need as much money as you can. So we'll see what happens with that, man. This is about Maguire, and he goes on to say, listen, I don't see Harry Maguire leaving imminently. I was always told that Maguire's value off the field is important. He's part of the leadership team. Are they going to sign a hire to Maguire? So that's here. So basically, an understudy to Maguire. They're going to sign a young boy to Maguire? Yes. So we're going to go for a defender probably next season. Remember, next season, we've done the attack. So I don't think we're going... No one's even linking us to attackers, apart from someone like Harry Kane, which could add to like a striker, etc. Because remember, Højlund's gone, etc. There's no one to get an attack. Everything's going to be midfield and backwards. So midfield, you need to overhaul it. Casemiro probably leaves. Bruno could leave, etc. And then you've got the defenders. And then you've got like Harry Maguire, who's getting a bit older. Yeah, you might keep him for the leadership team, but you need to have someone else that's going to be up and coming and that's going to be ready. I don't think there's anyone in our academy that's ready or their names being shouted out, because everyone gasses up everyone in our academy. This is what I've realized. Our academy isn't the best academy right now where we're getting a new gem every other minute. But everyone gasses everyone up. Any player that's over there, I've heard about so much players, Jack Morehouse and this guy and that guy. We haven't seen nothing. They're not getting updated. And obviously, it gets to the fact that we're not winning games as well. And I say that as well. We're not blowing away teams where we can go and throw someone on right now. So it is where it is, man. But we're going to sign an understudy. So we might go for a defender, a goalkeeper, and definitely a midfielder. It's been said by everyone that we're basically leading the race to go out there and get a midfielder. So we'll see what happens, man. Big up yourself, Mike. I'm going Broski. We sell slices. Nah, this is fake news. Lamens is number one for sure. Yeah, Lamens is number one. But we could still be going for a goalkeeper. Lamens is number one is what Ben Jacobs has said. He's saying that he's number one. I don't know why it's taking so long. Maybe it's just because he's come, and it's the same thing with Mbeumo and Cunha. They came, they never played their first few games. So, same as Sesko. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you sit down and you got to look at what Ruben does with all of them. Sesko, we never played him. He never started him for like 2-3 games. Mbeumo missed the first 2 games. We played, it was at Everton and not Fiorentina, was it? Who was it? Everton and someone else. He missed both of them games. Bournemouth, I think it was. This is what Ruben does. He doesn't play them straight away, doesn't throw them in. And now, especially being a keeper, especially our keepers as well right now, they've been on the firing line where anywhere they go, they're cheering. The opposition. So to go to City and Chelsea, bro, I don't even think Bayern they made any mad mistakes in that game. But if Lamens was that keeper and he had the same shots against him that they had against City, we would have everyone be, Lamens, he's shit. Look at that. He didn't save nothing. Same thing. Who knows? So it could just break his confidence. He's a bit young. Give him some time. But Brentford, I don't see any excuse, man. Go there. I know it's away. It's Brentford. They got a good atmosphere. Blah, just go there, throw him in there, man. Let him do his thing. If you don't believe he's going to be the number one guy, go in there and make him be the number one guy, bro. What's the long thing? But like I said, this is what Ruben does. He takes his time. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. I know I got an assist. Wirtz do not have an assist. I did have a chuckle. Yeah, I saw that still. But the thing about Wirtz, they're winning. That's the thing about Liverpool, bro. When you're winning, bro, you can't really say much. And this is the same thing that happened with Grealish. Grealish went a whole year without a goal. No one said anything because they were winning. As soon as they started losing, you started hearing about it. Grealish hasn't scored a goal in a whole year. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Liverpool are winning, man, and a lot of the media love Liverpool anyway. So they're never going to go mad on him anyway. Why Bayern is leaving? Bayern might leave in the end of the season. Not now. He's not going nowhere for now. But at the end of the season, they never really rated Bayern. That's why they were looking at goalkeepers in general. Now he's stepping it up a little bit. He showed that he's better than Onana, and then he's stepping it up a little bit. But, bro, he still makes mistakes. He's still got it in him. Do you know what I mean? Let's not forget that. There was a stat that came out. He makes a mistake every 1,000 hours or something. Like, madness. So he's not leaving now. Half of the news that's been out this week is BS. Neves and Kane is a myth. You reckon? So you reckon Ben Jacobs, who's been very reliable, is just making it up? Or I don't understand. I don't get it. It's all bullshit, in my opinion. No one's rating Ben Jacobs no more. Lemons, from what I heard, has been really good at training. He will be a big question on Saturday. Yeah, exactly. That's what I've seen as well. True, our goalkeeper needs improvement. Midfield first. Also, I don't believe we bought Lamens for number 2. I think he's going to end up being number 1 unless he can't keep. Yes, that's what I'm saying. He's going to be he's number 1 to them. So you see who we got now? Onana and Bayern. I think he's number 1 for them. But if they think they can do better, then they get another player. You get it? That's what I think it is. And that's what Ben Jacobs was saying in the video. For those that ain't seen the video, United stand, they've done a video. I was going to bring it here, but I couldn't be bothered. It's about 15, 20, 40 minutes or something. I was going to break it all down just to the Man United bits, but when Ben Jacobs talking, but I couldn't be bothered. But yeah, what he's saying is he is going to be the number 1. They're going to see what he's saying by January. When it gets to January, they would have known, oh, you know what? This guy's actually, he's the one. We could go out there, still get another goalkeeper because they don't trust Bayern. Who knows? Even Bayern might take it around. Bayern might change it around where it's like, you know what? Let's keep Bayern. He's all right. But they've looked at, remember, they're on this data thing as well. They look at a lot of data. They've looked at the data, bro. My man's Bayern is not the guy, man. We actually got 2 keepers that will fire out, Lemons and Vitek. Vitek has been amazing. Vitek's playing for what? Bristol Rovers or something. Was not good in his last game. Maguire's done next season. If he does not get a contract, I've heard that he might not get a new contract. Okay, the new defender should come in January. That's just going to, we'll see. But that will just put us off. That's going to deteriorate us to somewhere that we don't need to go. Do you get it? We need a midfielder. We know that's what we need right now. So to go out there and be getting defenders right now over Maguire, that doesn't really make sense. You might as well wait till next season. Attack is done. Now we all need is a midfielder and at least 2 midfielders, 2 new defenders and 1 experienced goalkeeper. I'm going to show you that right now about the 2 new midfielders. That's why I put it in my bio, my thumbnail. So yeah, that's Maguire. And then this is about the links about Harry Kane. I just showed you lot. He says, yes, there's truth to it. But I don't want to get no one excited too early. So we'll see what happens with this one, man. The boy Harry Kane, man. I wouldn't mind Harry Kane coming, boy. And this is about Lamens. This is him in training now. This is Simon Stone, Sis Tony. And he says, sources say Sene Lamens has impressed in Manchester United training. And the overall view of him is a positive one. Lamens is described as having a calm presence and as being mature for his age and is taking his new surroundings in his stride. He has already got somewhere to live, so has stepped out of hotel life. He's impressed. But this is what we've heard about every single one of them. We've heard Sesko impressed and he didn't start for the next 2 games. We've heard everyone impressed, bro. So it is what it is, isn't it? I like Lamens already. Like, do you get it? But we need to see what he's got to do on the pitch, bro. It doesn't matter what anyone likes, what we see. You can look at this and say, is it PR? Is it what? But everyone is impressed in training. Mbumo is impressed. Cunha's impressed. They're all impressed. We want to see them on the pitch. So hopefully he gets on the pitch very soon and then we see what he's really about. But he is impressing, apparently. This is what Simon Stones is plugged in with Man United news. I can't see him lying. Get me a Silva centre-back. What Silva are you talking about? Benfica. What's going on, Mitch? Hope it's all good. Big up yourself in UFC, man. I hope you're straight. Mind you, Sekou Kone is ready as well. It might be dangerous. But you don't know where it is with Sekou Kone. It might be a thing where the midfield, it's like, let's not play these guys. Let's leave them. He's young. We leave him. We know he's cold. But if we keep playing him, maybe they turn around and go, we don't need a midfielder. Who knows, bro? Remember, Glazer's still got to write certain things off, and tick it off, They still own majority of the club. So if you're playing certain man, say we're playing Kone in that midfield position that we feel like we need Baleba and he's doing the job, we might not go and buy a midfielder. So go and get a Baleba, then you can still have a Kone, and then we've still got depth. Do you get what I'm going to say? This is when we need to snap out of this player FC thing. A lot of people do it. Do you get it? What they do is, but where's Mainu going to play if we get a DM? This manager. Bro, we need to be like every team. Look at Arsenal. They've got more or less one of the best squads in the league now. Eze can play in the middle. And Nwaneri, Odegaard. That's 3 10s. Left wing. Martinelli, Trossard, Eze. Loads, bro. Madueke. On the right, Saka. Bro, it doesn't stop. Up front, Havertz, Gyökeres. It just won't stop, bro. I forgot Dauman. Dauman plays on the right as well. But they've got so much depth. As a DM, Rice, Norgard, Zubimendi. Come on, bro. Do you understand? This is what's going on, bro. We need to have this going on. This is what Chelsea's doing, Man City, etc. Liverpool have got an 11. I don't think Liverpool have got that depth. They've just got an 11 and they do good without injuries. They do good to not get a lot of injuries. But remember, if Liverpool was to get Salah injured, they've got depth when it comes to the strikers. But if you say Salah was to get injured, who plays on the right? Chiesa. That's a drop-off. Do you know what I'm going to say to you? That like some teams have got depth in every position, some teams haven't. Why not have depth in every position and then just go and be good? That's what we need to do, bro. I got tickets to Toronto Miami game. Hopefully Messi, Suarez are here. Yeah, I hear you, bro. We're United, though, man. We don't like Messi over here, man. Nah, big up yourself, bro, man. Big up yourself, man. I hope you enjoy it over there, man. The Miami game. United is caught because Ben Jacobs loves creating traction and content. Nah, man, he gets a few right, man. This transfer window has rebranded him because he was finished. He was tired, bro. But this transfer window is rebranded. It's like Samuel Luckhurst now. He's at the Sun now. So he's kind of rebranding the Sun because Samuel Luckhurst is kind of reliable to an extent. So now we've gone to the Sun. You've got to listen to what the Sun say sometimes, because if Samuel Locke's the one writing it, it could be true. You see what I'm trying to say? So some people have rebranded themselves. Verts dropping stinkers, but Liverpool went 7. Exactly. That's what I said. When you're winning games, no one cares, bro. You can't laugh at someone if they're winning games, brother. He can go missing every game. No one cares. Gyökeres, you're not really hearing much because they're winning. If Arsenal start losing, let them lose 2 games in a row. Gyökeres is rubbish. You can only score against the bottom half team. You'll hear it. Trust me, bro. When he's played City, nothing. He played us, nothing. But when he's playing Leeds, he's the guy. But watch when they start losing, and then you'll see how it goes mad. If they lost yesterday to Port Vale, you will hear all of this. But when you're winning, no one talks about it. Grealish, same thing. No one talks about it. Never rated him. Man United need to win. Let me get into the more news. Yeah, next season will be defender champ. Yeah, it's a next season thing. I'm going to get into the more news. Get the comments coming. I've got you lot, don't watch nothing. So that's that with Lamans. And then we've got this young kid, obviously. This is what Ben Jacobs said about it. He said, this is a move driven by Christopher Vivell. And more broadly, there's a desire from the Man United hierarchy to break into new and to some extent emerging markets. So basically, we want the new gems. Yeah, we're not trying to do this, go spend 100. Like Sir Jim said in his first interview, he said, bro, why would I sign Bellingham for 100 million when I can go and sign the new Bellingham? This is what we're trying to do. So this geezer, give him a little chance, bro. Caicedo, we missed out on him for 3 million. We had him. We was in talks. The scout said, this is the guy. Get him. Very rare. Glazer said, nah, we don't want to take a chance with no gems. We didn't buy no gems. All we used to buy is proven Cavani's, Ibrahimovic, Ronaldo at 35, whatever he was, 34, I don't know. This is what we used to do. Now we're switching it up. Let's get the new gems. If they don't work, we sell them on and profit. If they do work, we've saved so much money. Come on, think about it. Imagine he becomes our DM for the future for 6-7 years and he works. Come on, bro. We're lit. So that's what we've gone and done with this Orozco. He comes in next season. So we'll see what happens with him. I hope he works. Maybe he goes into the under-21 straight away or under-18s for a year or two. Maybe he's ready. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. But Sekou Kone, him, that's another one. Then we get into the midfielders. And he says, at the moment, I'm not really aware of Liverpool making a particular push for a deep-lying midfielder. If anything, should Liverpool add, it might be more of an attacking midfielder. That doesn't really make no sense because they just bought Verts for 130 million. So how does that make sense then? But he says, with the likes of Wharton and Baleba, we know that they're going to be in demand. So he's not saying Liverpool, but bro, the person that is saying Liverpool is the guy that broke the whole news about Baleba. So, bruv, I'm taking Indy. I don't know. I'm not rubbing it off. I'm not saying, yeah, Ben Jacobs just come out and said Baleba to Liverpool. He ain't heard nothing about it, so it's not true. No way, bro. This is the guy that broke the whole news about Baleba. And this is what he's saying. This is the last thing he said on the 23rd, which was 2 days ago. Carlos Baleba's close family members at Anfield tonight. They also visited Old Trafford on Saturday. They are impressed with the setup at Anfield. Do you understand? They are in. Why are they going there? Brighton were playing the same time. Brighton was at Barnsley. Baleba was playing. They won 6-0, but his close family members went to Anfield. So I don't know. Obviously, they went to Old Trafford as well, but they're impressed with Anfield. So they're not impressed about Old Trafford. I know it's a leaking roof and all that, but I don't know, mate. So I don't know, man. Is this true? Is this not? Remember, Baleba, everyone keeps saying Baleba's form has been bad because Man United turned his head. So his form is bad. So if we've turned his head, how is it now all of a sudden, you know what? I'm going to go Liverpool now. Liverpool's the place I need to be. But we'll see in it. Maybe it's up to Champions League and all of these things. Do you know what I mean? If we get into the Champions League, we show that we can be that team, then we can probably get any player still. Because we still can get any player, if you can see it. But still, when it comes to Champions League and that, some players look at that and go, nah, I'm not going there. I'd rather go to Liverpool to win a trophy. They're 7-7. They're doing what they need to do. So I don't know, man. It's a weird one, man. We'll see what happens. But I'm not going to rule that one out because Ben Jacobs has said that. He broke the news about Baleba, and this is what he's saying about it. He's saying Baleba's family members were at Anfield, and they're impressed with Anfield. So, boy, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens to that, man. And obviously he's the one that came out and even said Baleba are in for Liverpool or whatever it is. So I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen. And I showed you that yesterday that he did get another one right. A lot of people do sit here and say, oh, indicator, that's the only thing he's ever got right now. And I showed you that an example yesterday, which was this. He got this right. Man United owner, Sir Jim, was at the Man United training ground, 6:57 on September the 18th. Yeah, remember that, 6:57 p.m. on September the 18th. And then look at what came out and broke the news straight after. So remember, 6:57, September the 18th. Yeah, that's when he came out and said, Man United, Sir Jim was at the training ground. And then you look at this, September the 18th. This is just to show you that indicator is reliable to an extent. Look, Sir Jim Ratcliffe flew into Carrington by helicopter, blah, blah, blah. 8:47, September the 18th. He came out. He's the first person that broke the news after it, was Laurie Whitwell. No Fabrizio, none of them. It was Laurie Whitwell that broke the news for everyone to start talking about it. And it was indicator that said it first at 6 o'clock. Do you understand? So indicator is reliable to an extent. You might not be reliable all the time, or you might say a bit crazy stuff. Look, that's why my man's even put Fairs _ United exclusive, because he's like Fairs. Look, he tried to take the piss at first. He's like, what was he doing? Having a cup of tea at 7:12, and then bam, he put Fairs. Fair enough. At 8:55, because this is when Laurie Whitwell's put it out. So then we knew, okay, so it is reliable done. So this is what I'm saying, man. Indicator, when it comes to Baleba and certain other news, he's kind of reliable, man. You can't just rule him out straight away. So the fact that he's saying he ain't heard nothing about Liverpool making a push for a deep line midfielder, indicator might have. He heard the stuff about Baleba first, and it was true. He might have heard. You get it. He might be one step ahead in this one. So we don't know, man. We can't rule Liverpool out of this one here. That's what I'll say about it. Let me get a few of these and I'll get to the next one. I think the noise around the club is encouraging most of the journalists who come up with these stories around the club. What I'm saying is, what would we go for Kane, who's old now? It's true, you know. I didn't even think about the wages part. I just thought about the price. 55 million euros, 65 million euros. That's like 56 or something million pounds. Why would we pay that for a 33, 32-year-old? I didn't even think about the wages, bro. The wages is mad. I didn't even think about that. The wages, he must be on like a 300, 400K. It's true. We're not paying that, man. Unless we give him like a 1-year deal. Unless we say we're going to give you a 1-year deal and here. But I don't know, man. We'll see what Ben Jacobs comes out with and says about that. I can just tell Lamon's a monster. Boy, I don't want to gas no one up until I see them on the pitch, man. Because, bro, everything I saw about Lamon was good. I wanted him. I didn't want Martinez. But let's see what happens. Baleba played us now. He wants Liverpool. We'll see what happens with that. Lemons won't start till FA Cup fixtures in Jan, according to me. I hope he starts before that, man. United could soon be 80k people at Old Trafford. I'm not sure how they'll do it. But yeah, I saw that yesterday. I'm going to show you that in a minute. The Stretford end, people can stand. Because you see the Stretford end, we stand up anyway. The Stretford end doesn't sit down. It stands up the whole... When you come out in the stadium, when you watch Old Trafford and they come out, the right is what you will see on Match of the Day. To the left is Stretford end, behind the goal. Everybody stands up the whole time. There's no sitting down in the Stretford end. It's like being away. When you're away, you don't sit down. That's how Stretford end is. So I think they're going to do something to add more people to stand. I don't know how they're going to do it, but bro, I don't know. It's mad. True. Also, why would we go for a player from the Saudi League when they earn extremely high wages and most of their players are washed? Ruben Neves ain't really washed, but the wages, that's what I said. I don't think it will happen. This is what I'm saying, man. I'm breaking it down. Everything you're saying, I'm saying, Mike. I'm saying, bruv, it doesn't make no sense. Why would we go there? I haven't seen one player. Forget us. I haven't seen one player leave the Saudi League and come to the Prem. I'm not seeing it happen. A player's always gone from one league to maybe the Dutch league or this league, Turkish league, and then come back to the Prem. But I've never seen him leave the Saudi League and come straight back to a team in the Prem. I ain't seen it happen. Have you seen Liverpool want Baleba? Yeah, that's what I was just showing about Indicator. Arsenal problem is they're breaking their players. It's looking like Mainu going to be sold in January or next summer. Nah, man, I don't think that's going to happen, man. We don't want to sell Mainu. Mainu doesn't want to leave. He's a Man United fan. He doesn't want to leave. He wants a loan for for the World Cup, but he does not want to leave. He loves Man United. He wants to be here for the future. I don't think it's going. I see Sky Sports doing something about it yesterday. Manu, they don't have a clue what's going on Sky Sports. They don't have a Scooby. So they're just waking up. What can we say today? Man United. What can we say about Man United? Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim's won a game. Oh, shit. What can we say now then? Manu starts playing. What are we going to say now? What will be the next thing after that? Who's the number one goalkeeper? Is Laman's better than Bayern? They don't have nothing to talk about. Sky Sports is one of the worst. Especially when you got Keith, who is a Newcastle fan. He don't really like United. And most of them over there are Liverpool fans. Come on, bro. True, we need depth and character in each position. Do you remember Garnacho saying, if I have never been so tired after training before? Yeah, it's true. 11 players injured. He tried to gas it up. We are turning into a new Man United. I like it. We're creating superstars. I'm not pro Ineos, but the man them have been working hard behind the scenes. Yeah, they're doing their thing, man. That's what I'm saying. You don't need to be pro Ineos, but to rule them out before anything's even happened, before they've had time, is crazy. That's my thing. Can't rule them out yet. They haven't had a lot of time. Do you understand? If we get Wharton and Baleba, we'll be unstoppable, even with Camavinga or Lamine Kamara. I've still not seen that Lamine Kamara. Camavinga's always injured, so I don't know about him. Is there any other source? If not, I do not believe it. It will be all over the place. Which one are you talking about, Charlie? You know me, man. I talk for ages and then I come to the comments after. So I don't even know which one you're on about. You're talking about Indicator with Baleba. Baleba's United in and out. I can feel it. I believe it's just noise surrounding Baleba. I highly believe he's holding out for Man United, but it's Liverpool, so you never know. Exactly. And if they win the league again and they tell him he's going to start, even though he's not going to start because of Gravenberch, it's a bit techie. I do not understand why family members would visit the club without Baleba himself visiting. Anyone thought about that? But you know what it is, though? Family members, they could be supporters, though. Remember that, Mason Mount's dad is a Man United fan, and Mason Mount was Chelsea'd off. So did you not see Mason Mount when he got unveiled? His dad's like, I'm a proper fan. Da, 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 da. You get it? His dad was in the video. So some players, Ekitike is a Man United fan. His family might still support Man United and they still might go watch Man United. But, do you get what I'm trying to say? Elliot Anderson went to the Newcastle. Look, man's talking about Elliot Anderson as well. Look, Elliot Anderson more impressive than Baleba right now for talking about current football. Yeah, Elliot Anderson went to the final of the Carabao Cup when Newcastle won it. He was there in the crowd with the fans. He's a supporter. So some players and their families still support different players, different teams, etc. So they might have just went there to just watch a game. Or his family members could be the agents. That's what happens a lot of time. Look at Rashford's brother, Dwayne. His brother is his agent. He might support Liverpool. Who knows? You know what I'm trying to say? And he might go watch a game in Liverpool and then you might go. Sometimes that happens. It might just be a bit of smoke for nothing. 5% he gets staff, 95% he talks about, yeah, that's indicator. I low-key feel that we might pass on Baleba if he continues his form. Plus, Anderson is more well-rounded than Baleba and Wharton. Anderson's been doing his thing. I'll be real. He's been doing his thing, but it's a one-season thing with Anderson. And Anderson, I haven't even seen, has he got pace like that? Has Anderson got a lot of pace? I've seen him with the ball and he does his thing and he's all around the pitch. And he really commands his area. Like, he's really, give me the ball. He wants the ball in tight spaces. Has he got pace, though? Intensity. That's what we need to look out for. 400k is not possible for Kane. Bro, when you're in Bayern Munich and them team, they pay you whatever, bro. You get it? They pay you whatever. In them type of places, they pay you whatever. German league and that. I want Anderson and if possible Wharton. They are English. We need a few of those in the team. But if we need experienced striker, Lamens will definitely start against Brentford. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He has to. I think Manu's leaving 2 next season. Nah, man. I don't think that. Keep these comments coming, guys. Let me get into the rest of the news, and then I'll come back to some of these comments. This is what he goes on to talk about with the boy Wharton. He says, my understanding with Wharton is there's a kind of gentleman's agreement in place allowing him to leave Crystal Palace next summer. So that's clearly going to be one to watch. So Wharton is allowed to leave next summer. This summer, they said Eze's gone. Mark Guy was close to going, and he still might go in January. There's no way. So, I don't know, man. Do you understand? I just think Wharton, yeah, I like Wharton. But I think in our system, he won't work. That's what I think. You know why? Because Crystal Palace, the way they play, is they don't press. They don't press. They just sit back in the middle by the halfway line, come try to break us down, and then they just do whatever. They pass around you, they get to the end, but they don't press. So someone like Wharton, Mainu, it's lovely. Imagine Mainu in a team that doesn't need to press. That's why we want him in a 4-3-3 or whatever. Because you won't need to press like that. You've got a defensive midfielder behind him. Wharton is the same type of player. If you put him in a team like Man United right now, where we're running up and down, he's going to look like Mainu. He's going to look like a good player with the ball, but he's got no legs to be running back. He's getting outpaced in midfield. That's what he's going to look like. Because we play the same system as Palace, but they don't press. And our whole thing is pressing, winning the second ball, intensity. That's our whole thing. That's why we wanted Conor Gallagher. That's why he loves Mount. Do you get it? These are the players that press. Ahmad, he's a presser. Press. This is what I'm saying, bro. So he might look like Mainu in this system. Like he's good with the ball, everything, but he's getting outran in midfield because there's only two of them. So there's so much thing. They're getting Rondo in midfield because they're playing a two. Come on, man. This is what I'm saying. They play the same system, but they don't press that Palace. So it might be a bit different. But I like Wharton, but I just can't see how he fits into this system. That's why I think Baleba is the top choice, because Baleba's got pace and he knows his intensity. Straight away, clamp. Just get the ball off him straight away, turn it around, and he can run with the ball as well. That's why I feel like Baleba's the number one. So that's the only thing, man. But I like Wharton, though, and I really want us to get him, but I just don't know if it will work. It might just be a thing like Mainu. How can you have Mainu and Wharton in this system where they're both kind of not the fast? That's the same thing as Bruno and Casemiro. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? And then he goes on to talk about if there's a strong possibility, basically for signing a midfielder, and if it could be January, and he says, Man United are signing a midfielder. I think there is a strong possibility that two come in. You lot saw my thumbnail, two midfielders. Yeah? Every time I say something in the thumbnail, it means something. Two midfielders, he's saying. I don't see a January sell for Baleba. The slow start to the season has maybe been influenced by the summer speculation. There's no doubt his head was turned by Man United. His head was turned. He thought he was going to be a Man United player. There's no doubt. But it's so early in the season, I don't think we can be looking at a dip in form equals dip in valuation. So they're saying, bruv, we still want 100 million or whatever it is. We don't care. And this is what I said. It can go two ways. It can be, this guy's poor the whole season and we go, ooh, should we go for him? Maybe we don't go for him. Or he's poor the whole season and then we pay 70 million or something, 80 million, which is still a bit steep. If he's playing the same way he's playing now to the end of the season, maybe 80 million is crazy. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? Maybe even 80 million is too mad. So I don't know, man. What do you not think? Like 70, 80 million. But then again, it could just be he's not settled over there. He's got it in his head that he wants to leave. So I don't know, man. But I think if he carries on playing the same way he's playing at Brighton, maybe we don't even get him. Maybe we say, you know what? Let's go for someone else. There's no point. You understand? But let me show you, look, how my man's been playing this season. Look at this. The man hasn't even played 90 minutes. The man hasn't even played 90 minutes this season. He's only played 90 minutes for his country. Look at this. The season started here. Yeah, it started here on the 16th of August. 69 minutes, 45, 24, 60, 24, 45. He's getting hooked every game. 53 minutes hooked. 45-minute hook. What DM gets hooked? You don't get hooked, bro. 24 minutes, they're putting him on, and he got a yellow card in like 3 minutes of being on. Literally. Man City hooked at 60th minute. 24 minutes he came on for against Oxford. 45 minutes and they lost 2-0, hooked. 69 minutes in their first game in the season, hooked. Every game. Crazy, bro. So he needs to step up, man. He needs to step up one way or another. Either he's getting the price down or we're just going to turn around and go, you know what, bro? We're all right. We don't even want to deal with you no more, car. Yeah, it's gone bananas. But that's Baleba and that's what he's dealing with. And we'll see what happens, man. But they're not trying to drop the price at the moment. Remember, it is too early anyway. It's early. Why would you drop the price now anyway? Bro, the season just started. Like I said, he can go on to the second half of the season after January and be mental. Go out there and still boss it up and that. And then everyone's like, yeah, we can see why this guy's worth 100 million. Come on, bro. So it doesn't really mean anything anyway. So that's the stuff about Baleba. Let's show you some more stuff of what Ben Jacobs has said. He goes and talk about Kobe Mainoo, and he says, listen, at this stage, it's simply wait and see. You're not going to get the answers to January this early, but there's a concrete possibility that if the right name becomes available, Man United will add a senior midfielder this season. And as I said before, it could be 2 midfielders. It could be 2 midfielders. He said this season. There's other names that could be available mid-season if Man United have the funds from potentially a Kobe Mainoo exit. We'll have to wait and see what transpires. Listen, we're not selling Kobe, bro. Like, it's not happening. But you never know. He could go on loan. He wants to play for the World Cup, bro. He's not playing. And look at this. Casemiro is going to miss the game against Brentford. So who starts in the middle then? Surely you put Mainoo in there. I feel sorry for the lad now. Put Mainoo in there with Bruno at least. Let him be the deep line playmaker, and then we go for it. They're going to sit back, Brentford. We know how they play. We don't really need a DM. They're sitting back anyway. You know what I'm going to say? You don't really need a mad DM anywhere in there anyway. You need more to be attacking. So, I don't know, man. But I get his frustration. You get me? I get Mainoo's frustration, man. He wants to play, and he's not playing. So, I get it, man. It's a bit mad still. I feel sorry for the lad a bit, man, to be honest with you, man. But that's the situation with Kobe Mainoo. We'll see what happens if they sanction a deal for him to leave or not. Then we get into wing back, and then it says basically, listen, signing a wing back is a priority for Amrin, but the recruitment team believe that they can wait. Basically, we've got enough players there. We've got Diego Leon if Dorgu steps out. If Dorgu steps out, Dalot can play left back too. Mazraoui can play there. We've got Dalot, Mazraoui, Ahmad, Dorgu, and then we still got Diego Leon as well. So that's 4 or 5 players. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not a priority right now, but next season they probably go, you know what? Ahmad will be, say Ahmad's going to be a 10. Do you understand? He'll be back up to Mbeumo and Cunha. 70-minute, Ahmad, come on, change the game for us or whatever, depth. Ahmad and Mount are the depth for Cunha and Mbeumo. And then we've got a proper wing back that just knows what to do, physical, athletic, blah, blah, blah. So we'll see what happens, man. But that was a priority for Amrin. But obviously, we couldn't get all his priorities. If he's still the manager by next season, he'll get a wing back, he'll get a midfielder, and he'll have his whole system ready. So we'll see what happens, man. Then we've got some more news about Baleba, and he goes on to say basically with Carlos Baleba, there's going to be 2 aspects. One is naturally the market pushing towards trying to sign him with multiple suitors, and Man United fans shouldn't be surprised that a lot of teams are going to be in for him, basically. The second aspect is obviously price, and even though many may feel 100 million is a lot of money and something that could get a deal done, Brighton's data and Brighton's approach is to think that this is a player that might be a Moses Caicedo type fee, 150 million or more in 12 months' time. What are they smoking over there, bro? They'll be lucky to get 80 million right now for how he's playing. Man's talking about 150 million. Like, stay off. I know you don't do these smart signings and that, but come on, Brighton, man. You got to stay off the drugs. Please. Yeah? I don't know what's going on here. 150 million is mad. The fee, the record-breaking fee is 130. What Isaac just went for. He's not going to be nowhere near that, no matter what he does. Even if he goes and scores a hat-trick for every game for about a month, he still wouldn't be fucking 150 million. Come on, man. You're a DM. Anderson got pace, got okay pace, but not the best. Okay. Baleba, Anderson, and Wharton. Baleba, Anderson, and Wharton. Yeah, Wharton got no pace, but his passing is the best in the league, in my opinion. Now, Wharton's good, man. But you get what I'm trying to say to you, though. I'm just saying about the system. I just feel like it'll be like Mainoo. That's what it'll be. I need Mbeumo say to Baleba, come to Man United in January, need to bid. That's why Wharton and Baleba will be incredible. I think Wharton would work in our system as a deep line and playmaker, but we need someone like Baleba around him. Exactly. That's the same as Mainoo then. Do you know what I'm trying to say? We get a Wharton to be depth then. We could just keep Mainoo and have Baleba around him. That's what I'm saying. Wharton is a playmaker for real, but we already have Mainoo. That's what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is, if Mainoo stays, we keep someone like Baleba next to him, and then Mainoo can do what he needs to do. And that's the same as Wharton. You're basically having the same player. But unless we're going to do that and have depth, I don't think we go for Mainoo and Baleba. Sorry, Mainoo. Wharton and Baleba. I think we go for Baleba. Mainoo stays, and if Bruno leaves, we go for someone else that can give Mainu competition. That's what I reckon it is. Baleba and Ugarte, Mainu and someone else. But Mainu starts. Wharton is 100% better than Mainu. Baleba is truly a baller. I think he'll come right. 100% Baleba want United and he's feeling a certain way. His head ain't in the right place. I don't blame him though. Yeah, it's crazy. 12K and we've sat there and probably, remember, we agreed personal terms. We probably told him we'll give you 80K. So in his head, he's like, bruv, I'm going to get this 80K. I'm going to quadruple everything my money. You know what I'm trying to say? It's crazy. His current stats means nothing right now. If Baleba January, those stats will change. Mainu over Ugarte for sure. So it'll be Bruno, Mainu. Yeah, Mainu needs to start. Come on, that's what I'm saying, man. Get Mainu on the pitch against Brentford at least. Please, bro. Priority first. So new midfielder, another experienced keeper. And when there's a goal, he'll be here in January. They're smoking. Yeah, bro. Imagine that. 150 million now. They're smoking something strong. Strong, bro. 150 million is insane. Even if he was in form, 100. That's what I'm saying. As a DM, that is madness. You can't be 150 million as a DM. Striker, maybe. 130 for HIJACK. Come on, bro. But as a DM, that is madness. That's unheard of, mate. It doesn't happen. Come on, bro. Like, the most you can do is tackle. You know what I'm saying? You might assist. Even Rodri wouldn't go for 150 million. Rodri. Bruno G's the answer. Bruno G's not leaving Newcastle, bro. And they'll probably want 100 million for him. 100 and something million as well. Big up, Mex. Big up yourself, Harvey, man. I hope you're good, broski. What's that there? It's got, we give Baleba 100 million. But, bro, if he carries on playing how he's playing, I don't even think 100 million is for him. I'll be real. You think we beat Brentford? Yeah, man. I said we'll beat Chelsea. I said we beat Chelsea 2-1 and we beat them 2-1. I reckon we beat Brentford, man. Do you understand? I reckon we beat them. If we put away our chances, all these chances we've been missing, we actually do what we need to do, we beat them. Brentford have been pony. I'm going to show you about Brentford in a sec. Get ready for Ugarte and Bruno pivot. It's true, isn't it? I believe we 200% beat Brentford. 65 million for Baleba mix. Baleba. Brentford have not been in their best form, bro. They just got slapped by Fulham as well. They lost their manager. Lost their captain in Norgard. Lost their top goal scorer in Mbeumo. Lost Wizza, who is another one of their top goal scorers. Bro, look at their team. Look at all their ratings. They're trash. Look at the last games they played. They beat Bournemouth in the cup. But in the Prem, they've lost 2-1 to Sunderland, 2-2 to Chelsea, against Chelsea, sorry. Aston Villa at home, 1-1. Aston Villa is very bad at the moment as well. And then they lost to Fulham, they beat them 3-1. They scored another goal as well. It could have been about 5-6. They scored another goal and they got ruled out for VAR. But bro, this is the team that we're about to face, bro. They're in the relegation zone. They're twerking over there. They're not that good, bro. 14 shots they had against them. 3 big chances. Look at the XG. They don't even create a lot of chances. Like, come on, bro. We should be slapping them. Big and serious. Look at their team. Trash. Pinnock 4.4. Safe. They're not doing what they need to do, bro. Damsgaard's come back. He was injured. He's come back. That's a little boost for them. But, bro, come on. We should be going there and slapping this team. Big and serious. We should have slapped Fulham by the first half. And they went there and had a field day. Do you understand? So, come on. I don't see nothing else. Yeah, it's going to be away. But, brother, I don't look at this team and get scared by anywhere. There's nowhere in this team that scares me. When you look at it, nowhere scares me, bro. The only thing that scares me about this team is set pieces. Because they've got all these Collins, Van der Berg, and Pinnock. That's what scares me about this team is set pieces. And then long throws, which is a set piece. We're buying there as well. Apart from set pieces, I do not look at this team and get scared, bro. Henderson, Yarmolik. This guy we're linked with him. He's not even all that. Damsgaard is okay, but bro, you haven't got the same Wissa and Mbeumo. Sharda is okay. That's probably their biggest threat. Thiago, I don't really rate him. He's new. He ain't really done much. So I don't know, man. I reckon we should be slapping this team, man. Do you understand? They ain't done nothing. They haven't. Have they won a game? I think they won one game. Obviously, they beat Bournemouth, but that wasn't in the Prem. Let's see the Prem. Have they won a game in the Prem? They beat Nottingham Forest. That was it, innit? Yeah, there we go. Nottingham Forest. No, they lost to Nottingham Forest. They lost to Nottingham Forest. They beat Aston Villa. That's the only team that they've beaten. Aston Villa team that hasn't still won a game. Aston Villa team that still not won a game, bro. And they drew with 10 man Sunderland the other day. 10 man. They had a red card halfway through. What time was the red card? 33. 33, you know. 33 minutes gone in the game. They had a red card. They played the whole game and they still couldn't win. This is what we're dealing with, Aston Villa. And that's the only team that Brentford has beat. They should have lost to Everton. They scored 1 goal in the whole league. Aston Villa scored 1 goal. This is what we're dealing with. And look at Brentford right on top of them. They've conceded 10 goals. They've conceded the third most goals in the league right now. Brentford. So come on, man. Come on, man. They've scored the same amount of goals we've scored, which is 6. And they've conceded more goals. They've got -4. Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. But, bruv, we should be going in there and slapping them, man. There's no excuse, bro. They lost to Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest have been trash. They beat Aston Villa, lost to Sunderland, drew with Chelsea, a game that they could have lost. They got a last-minute winner. Cole Palmer missed a few chances in that game as well. And they just got moved to by Fulham. So we should not be looking at Brentford and saying we should be... There's no way. The quality we got on our hands, and they're not good at all. Like, they're not good, bro. They're in the relegation zone. I thought they would get relegated. They started off with that win. I was kind of angry that they won that game against Villa because I thought they would get relegated. Do you know what I'm saying? But we'll see what happens, man. We'll see where we're at. We're over here. 7 points. And what? 3 points away from top. 3 points away from top 4. 3 points. So we win that game and everything else goes in our favour. Who's Arsenal playing again? Is Arsenal playing Newcastle? Yeah, Arsenal's playing Newcastle. Tottenham's playing Wolves. Bournemouth's playing Leeds. Crystal Palace is playing Liverpool. Chelsea's playing Brighton. So a lot of teams are playing each other anyway. So if we win that game convincingly, we might go in the top 4. Do you understand? And we beat Sunderland and then we just go to the international break and relax. So yeah, man, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens with this, man. But I think we should be beating Brentford. Easy. We should be slapping them. You understand? We should be. This is just him breaking down and saying there's a gentle agreement for Adam Wharton to leave Crystal Palace next summer. That would be one to watch. So we'll see. He's not saying that 100% we get them. He's just saying that in general, they can leave Crystal Palace. And then obviously this was a move that was from Vivell. Christopher Vivell, who is killing this little scene here. These little recruitments, Sesko, etc., it's all him. What else is there? This is the little metrics. The noises a man in from Old Trafford last week suggested that Ruben Amorim's trouble with the club hierarchy have noted a sign of progress in Manchester United's underlying data. So they're seeing that there's a bit of progress. If you look at us last season, this same time last season, we were 6th when it came to shots. We've got the most shots in the league at this time this season. Expected goals, we're first. Last season, we were 12th. Non-penalty goals, non-penalty expected goals, we're second. Last season was 12th. Passes into the final third, we were 6th. We're 6th right now. Last season was 10th. Passes into the penalty area, we're second. Last season was 10th. And then touches in the penalty area were 4th. And last season was 10th. So obviously, we're clearly improving to an extent. We just need to start putting the ball in the back of the net, though. We've had all these shots. We've had so much shots on target. But we're just not finishing our chances, man. So we'll see. Look at this about Arteta, guys. I thought I'll show you that. It's a bit funny. But this geezer done an interview after the Man City game. And he said, even the CEOs and the coaches were blowing up my phone after the Man City game, and they couldn't believe what we did to Man City. You drew 1-1. What are you on about? He literally said it. Like, look, this is the video.
a lot of things using my phone. They could not believe what we did. The intention, what is the purpose of that? Because I had a lot of things using my phone. They could not believe what we did to Manchester City. And people that are coaches, managers, CEOs, presidents, so proud. And I look at the players and the people around. So I'm much more filled and fueled with that with all.
Bro, they drew 1-1. Domino's greatest 1-1 ever. They drew 1-1. What? Am I missing something here? What are we doing here? They drew 1-1. Bro, it's crazy, man. I thought I'd bring that to you lot anyway. This is what the geezers are saying. And you lot just heard the video. This is not no clickbait. He's a madman. And then we got this stuff about this geezer, Mohamed Dabo, that there's been a lot of rumors that we're close to signing him. They're not true. We're not that close as people are saying, etc. And Man United will lead the way next summer to sign a new six. McGrath obviously said that himself. Do you understand? Yeah, bro, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. What's that one there? 65 million, not gonna lie. No, I mean, we give Baleba 100k a week when he comes to United. Yeah, 100k is calm. 100k for Baleba is calm. If you're on 12k as well, we need to go on a 5-game win streak, excluding Liverpool. We could beat Liverpool, bro. Liverpool haven't played good in none of their games. Southampton gave them a game the other day. Every single team that's played Liverpool has actually played good, but they've won every game. It's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Could give Liverpool a loss. Definitely. We performed brilliantly in the first of games. 15 minutes, we score 2 at least, and then I say we'll beat them. But if their left wing is strong with Sade, Lewis, Potter, and Damsgaard, Thiago's a fighter. Yeah, I hear it still. Can we break them down? I reckon we can still win, man. So sad for Aston Villa. It's not their fault. Bro, they got no PR. Nothing. You're not seeing nothing in the news about Villa. Not one thing, bro. Not one thing. But if that was us, Amrin's got to go and he's out of his depth. They've scored 1 goal and they've created the least XG in the whole league. They've created the least XG. I would like a win against Liverpool, but we need to win our next 2 games for confidence because I really don't rate the defence. Yeah, 100%. PSR was disgusting for Villa. It's mad. Damn, it's looking dark for Wolves. They haven't won a single match. Bro, it's crazy. If we win our next 2 games, that's top 4 guaranteed. Yeah. Oh, you mean we're in top 4? I thought you were talking about in general. Arteta is caught. If we don't win something this season, I'll be surprised if he keeps his job. That guy can't manage for shit. Bro, he will keep his job. He will keep his job. But let me tell you why. Because Arsenal, they don't care. Their owners only want them to be in the top 4. As long as he stays in the top 4, they're cool. So he'll keep his job. Big man thing. Their owners are happy him just being in the top 4. They don't care. Do you understand? Them owners don't really care about them like that. So their thing is just, as long as you get us in the top 4 and we make our money, we're good. Do you understand? We don't care, bro. Do you understand? So, boy, it's where it is. But I want him to stay and keep playing this football and stressing him out. But that's what he's been doing. Then we've got this is some of the pictures from training today. And as I've showed you lot already, Mazraoui is not training. Mazraoui is not training with the guys. He might be injured. I don't know why, but he's not training. This is a few. That's the new kit we got as well, the training kit. I might get that one. That one looks cold. I was waiting for the sponsor, but it hasn't come out yet. So I might get this one. I like this one here still. Training kit. So yeah, man, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Cunha's ready. They're all ready. There's a little video. Cunha assisted Sesko as well. So it's dope, man. It's dope. We'll see what happens, man. Let me show you. Look, there's more news. And let me summarize it quickly. So we've signed this geezer, Orozco. We're going to see him next season. Ben Jacobs has asked about Harry Kane. Do you think there's anything in these news about Harry Kane? He says, I think there is news. There's something in that Harry Kane story to Man United, but I'm not going to get anyone excited too early. So, boy, there's something in this Harry Kane stuff, man. We'll see what happens, man. Ruben Neves, he said that something could happen. There's a concrete possibility that Neves will leave. But if we bring him in, it'll be a short-term thing because he's a bit older than we would like him to be. But I've never seen no one leave Saudi and come to the Prem because the money doesn't make sense. So I don't know. He says, I think he thinks that Ruben Amorim is pushing for #1 goalkeeper, but we've got to test out Lamens first. From now to January, we're going to see what Lamens is on. If Lamens is good enough, then we'll turn around and go, you know what? Let's go and get someone else, maybe to replace Bayende, who knows? But that someone else might be on the same level as Lamens. If Lamens ain't ready yet, then they tell you, all right, you know what? Let's go and get someone like Magic Mike, someone that's a #1, and then Lamens can build off him. That's the situation, but they're going to test him out before January. Harry Maguire is part of the leadership team. He doesn't see him leaving imminently. He don't think it's going to happen. So that's about it there. This is more about the Harry Kane stuff. Harry Kane has a release clause that's 65 million euros, blah, blah, blah. He's told that he's going to leave Bayern at some point. He'll come back to England. Who's that team going to be? I just think Tottenham will go for him. That will make sense for them, but who knows? Lamens has impressed in training. Every player always impressed in training. I want to see him play. Sesko impressed in training. We didn't see him play for about 3 weeks after. Because obviously Ruben ain't going to start him. Christopher Vell was the reason that we signed this kid, Orozco. He's pushing it. And then he goes on to say that he's not aware of anything about Liverpool making a move for that deep-lying midfielder. There'll be more in for an attacking one. I don't understand that because they just bought Wirtz, who is an attacking midfielder, for 100 and whatever it was. So I don't know. But with the likes of Wharton and Baleba, we know that they're going to be in demand in the market. Basically, Crystal Palace have got an agreement, gentleman's agreement, that allowing Wharton to leave next season. So, boy, he can go. I think there's a strong possibility that 2 midfielders come in. You saw that on my thumbnail, 2 midfielders. I don't see a January sale of Carlos Baleba. He thinks it's going to be a next season thing. But he's saying the fact that he's dipping in form, like he's not playing the best, does not mean that they're gonna drop his valuation. Do you understand? He still might go for the same price. Mainu, you can't see him leaving right now, but if he was to leave, then obviously we'll go and get another midfielder as well. That's basically no news. At this stage, simply wait and see. You're not going to get the answers to January this early. So there's no news, basically. Signing a wing-back is a priority for Amorim, but the recruitment team believe they can wait. So obviously, signing a wing-back, Ahmad and they've clocked this guy can't do the role. So they're saying, let's wait. We've got enough players that can play there. Mazraoui, Dalot, Ahmad, Diego Leon, and Dorgu. So we've got 5 players for now. We'll wait and see. And obviously, hopefully, Amorim makes it through anyway. And by next season, he's still here. And then, boom. This guy, all you got to read is the end bit. Yeah? This is all we've got to eat. The second aspect of the price, blah, blah, blah. Brighton's data and Brighton's approach is to think this is a player that might be Moses Caicedo type fee. 150 million or more in 12 months' time. 150. They'll be lucky to get 70 million right now, the way he's playing. So I don't know where they're smoking right now. I've already read this to you. Let me take this one off. 150 million apparently. Mazraoui is not visible in training, images, or footage. So they've got Sam Muffa, who is one of the young boys, and he's coming to the training. So Amorim will likely tell us about Mazraoui tomorrow when he has his press conference. So we'll see what happened. Don't know why that's in their logic argument. The noises, I'm on it from Old Trafford. This is just the stats that I've just showed you, lot, that we basically progressed in a lot of stats that we was at last season. You know what I'm saying? And then this is this twat just talking rubbish, basically, that no one can believe what he done to Man City. But they drew 1-1, which is crazy. So that's more or less the news, my guys, man. Let me take a few of these. Messages, these comments, and then bam, Liverpool defense starts suck. We perform brilliantly if we win against it. I think we'll win. I think we can beat Liverpool, bro. They haven't been playing the best. They haven't, bro. Let me show you our next fixtures, man. I reckon we can beat them. They haven't been playing their best football, bro. Crucial, Bruno Fernandes. The club is reportedly considering reinforcement with Brighton's Carlos Baleba and Crystal Palace's Wharton among potential targets. Cool, no problem. Yeah, bro, man, we need to get off. There's no other better opportunity for Ruben Amorim to get his 2 games in a row, at least. We haven't won 2 games in a row, bro. The man's been there for 10 months. We beat Chelsea, just beat Brentford now. You've got your 2 games, momentum, Go and smash Sunderland at home, and then bam, we're ready for Liverpool after the international break. Come on. There's no better way to do it, bro. I think this is the best way. There's no other way to do it. Literally. You've beaten Chelsea, beat Brentford, beat Sunderland, and then we're ready. Literally. I don't think there's no other way. Literally. Let me get this one now. Can we break them down? I reckon we break them. Who? Brentford. Of course, man. They've been having it. They've been trash. Brentford have been trash, bro. I reckon we beat them. So sad for Aston Villa. Not their fault. I would like to win against you next year with confidence. PSR was disgusting. Some Man United fans want Ruben to lose. Yeah, it's weird. I don't get it, bro. I support the team. I don't care who the manager is. I don't care what player plays or not. When Ahmad wasn't playing and we all knew this guy was good, but Ten Hag was winning trophies, did anyone sit there and say, I'm not going to celebrate the trophy because Ahmad didn't play? It's weird, bro. It's weird. Our fan base is so weird, bro. So weird. People are so player FC. Manu doesn't play. Oh, I'm not happy with that game. Why is he only getting 5 minutes? Brother, we won the game. This whole thing is different now, where people want to just see their own players. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's crazy one. It's crazy, man. I don't care about Ruben. That's what I'm saying. Ruben isn't the problem. I want us to win games. Exactly, Mike. All 4 of our new signings should start. Bro, they have Isaac and Salah. That don't mean nothing, though. Have you seen their last games, though? I don't think man are watching their games. They played Southampton that did not look good. Every single... This is probably one of the first teams I've seen win 7 games in a row and not play good in a single one. There were 2-2 up. Look, let me go through them one by one quickly. Southampton nearly beat Liverpool. They literally missed the open goal. Southampton missed the open goal, and then Liverpool went the other way and scored. Like, it's crazy, bro. Let's go through them. Southampton, their first game. Bro, they could have lost this game. It got to a stage where they were having so much. Look, they had more shots than them. 13 shots, big chances, 3 big chances, and they only scored 1 goal. Look at the XG. They had better XG than Liverpool. Better XG. That's how good their chances were. They were just missing, and Liverpool won it. No problem. Next, I love it. I can't be bothered, man. But I'm telling you, names in a row, they won every single one of them, which is good on them, but they never played well. I don't reckon we beat them. I reckon we got a chance of beating them anyway. That's a bit negative, man. Why are you coming with that negative style, man? Man's being mad negative. Man's saying Salah will cook us, bro. Why would Salah cook us? But yeah, my guys, man, that's more or less it, man. If you haven't smashed the likes, make sure you smash the likes on your way out, man. This is the Metric community. Big up everyone that's been involved in the chat. Big up everyone that's inside, man. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, Mazraoui's not really injured like that or something. Do you get it? And hopefully, we see, man. We'll see if we get a Harry Kane or Lamens can start or whatnot. But yeah, man, I'll be back on tomorrow as usual. Love to everyone that's been inside. Make sure you lot please smash the likes, my peoples. Subscribe if you're new. Love, my peoples.
What's on with celebs, pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They don't be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. But for now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.